Jesus wants you to know what will be happening in the final days of probation, so that he can successfully bring you through it. We are headed to heaven and leaving this world. We are leaving because this world is dying, and we are not. We need to go to heaven to continue living. 1 John chapter 2, verses 16 and 17. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but of the world. And the world is passing away, and the lust thereof. But he that does the will of God abides forever. When God has decided every case to be judged, God protects those who are saved. From that time forward, God's people are forever sealed under his protection. Those who have given their allegiance to Satan are under his control, and Satan wants to destroy. Satan takes pleasure in the misery and pain of others. During the time from the fulfillment of the Day of Atonement to the day Jesus returns, Satan creates the great tribulation on earth. Satan knows it is his last tantrum, and he takes advantage of it. The universe witnesses afresh his selfish, evil intent and his heartless treatment of others. During the Great Tribulation, God's people are protected. They find sanctuary in Jesus. God's people find protection in Jesus, the tabernacle of the redeemed, just as the Hebrew nation found shelter in their symbolic booths during the Feast of Tabernacles. When the Feast of Tabernacles is fulfilled, Jesus returns. God's plan of salvation had built into it the Great Tribulation, and God planned that time exactly. According to the Bible, how many days does the Feast of Tabernacles have? Mark chapter 13, verses 19 and 20. For in those days shall be affliction, such as was not from the beginning of the creation, which God created unto this time, neither shall be. And except that the Lord had shortened those days, no flesh should be saved. But for the elect's sake, whom he hath chosen, he has shortened the days. Satan would torture his people forever if God did not put an end to it. When Jesus returns to gather his people to heaven, the brightness of his glory destroys Satan's people. Thereby, Satan's people find an end to their misery. Those who are redeemed are given glorified bodies and rise to meet Jesus in the air. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 52. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trump shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. It is contrary to the Bible to make any provision for our temporal wants in the time of trouble. Then will be the time for us to trust wholly in God, and he will sustain us. Our bread and water will be sure at that time, and that we shall not lack or suffer hunger. For God is able to spread a table for us in the wilderness. If necessary, he would send ravens to feed us, as he did to feed Elijah, or rain manna from heaven, as he did for the Israelites. Praise Jesus.